Welcome to The Weird and the Weary. I'm Jason. With me is Kevin.
Hey, everybody.
And Lee.
Good afternoon, morning, night, whatever.
Whatever.
All the above.
All of the above, all three.
All those times. It depends on when you're listening. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. How's everybody doing today?
Me personally?
Sure.
I'm doing swell.
Swell.
I don't know if you were talking to our listeners.
Well,
You swole?
Yes.
You swole?
he's pretty swole. He's a swole guy. He's
Yeah, I swell up sometimes.
Yes.
woke, swole.
It's a condition.
It's not
Thing. Is that a condition? Being woke and swole?
Yeah.
shellfish. Is it shellfish allergy?
I think I'm a little shelfless.
You're shelfless? You have
Yeah.
no shelf life?
No.
Been there.
Damn.
Like most mornings.
I'm already-
Before coffee.
Yeah.
He's like meringue.
I'm past the expiration date.
Meringue. He's like meringue. He's gross and disgusting.
No, you just put it on
Thank
the
you.
shelf and just no shelf life.
I hate meringue. It's gross. It's gross.
Yeah, that's not a thing I ever go for.
Meringue cookies. That's not cookies. That's just fucking. You just like.
Oh, did you forget the ingredients and
Right.
you try to make do?
I stirred a bunch of egg whites for a long time. Look what I can do. Wow.
You used a mixer.
Can't even use your own arms anymore, kids these days.
It's back in my day.
It's like you're being deceived. You're being deceived to like a fluffy looking, good, pretty cookie.
Yeah.
And it's just like a bite of disgusting.
Right, it's just like the pretty patties from SpongeBob.
Right.
Yeah.
They're just green, purple.
Yeah.
You know.
And then you get all the nasty conditions afterwards.
Right.
It reminds me of when I was a kid, I figured that's what clouds would taste like.
Like meringue.
Yeah. Very, very disappointing.
Do you know they're very heavy? Clouds. A lot of density.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're very heavy. Very heavy. Like about as much as I weigh.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Are you a cloud?
Well, I thought I was, when Final Fantasy VII came out.
Nice. Yep.
Vape cloud.
I didn't have the hair,
Oh, okay.
but
But you went for it.
I had a t-shirt.
Ooh, nice.
I had a t-shirt.
You had to work out so you could become Cloud Atlas instead.
Well, I had to work out to finish Cloud Atlas.
Well, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Tom Hanks. That's his nick. Thanks. Oh,
Thanks.
yeah, that's right. T. Hanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The Big True.
Yep.
The Big True.
Hot chocolate.
Well, I don't want to deceive myself. I don't want to, I don't want to make sure. I want to make sure that I'm able to work to my potential. I don't want to come off as something I'm not.
Right. That would be disingenuous.
Sure. Why would you want to? Why would you want to live like that? Why would you want to make yourself seem something that you're not?
Yeah, Carlos. Why is that?
Yeah, right. Like the Kaiser. He great soccer player. No, he wasn't. He just good rooser.
Good partier.
Yeah,
partier.
I got an email from someone pretending to be Carlos. I was like, I can see through it.
Oh, really?
It said Carlos fan forever. He forgot to change his display name for email.
That's like when somebody starts talking themselves on a message board. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
have to switch accounts.
Oh,
And they're like, I think you made a really good point here to their own post.
You're awesome, bro.
then people jump in with question marks. What's going on, man?
Let's go. You okay?
Something we need to talk about?
It's the same session ID. Same. What the hell?
Now, deception can come in many forms. And today we're going to talk about James Bolton. He fabricated quite a bit to make himself seem like he was more than he really is, right? I'd kind of say.
Yeah, it sounds like that.
Yeah.
He likes to blow things a little out of proportion from what I can hear.
Just a touch.
Yeah.
Just a touch.
An embellisher.
Right. Like white lie, except like you bled all over it, kind of thing, right?
50 Shades Grey lie.
I'm not going to hurt you.
Third time 50 Shades of Grey has been mentioned.
Oh, shit.
I'm just putting it out there so you can use hashtags.
Well, this is
clever
episode.
hashtagging.
This is episode 30.
Ooh.
So for every 10 episodes, we mention something.
Yeah.
RoboCop that has a higher mention.
Ooh. Can't wait.
RoboCop. Now,
Neil Blomkamp, where is it? Where that?
someday. Now, Stevens County, it's a sleepy little place in Washington State. It's nestled right between the outskirts of Spokane and the border of Canada. Lovely, nice, scenic area. Pretty.
Yeah.
Probably some good maple apples.
Sure. And maple syrup and stuff, too, I imagine,
Yeah,
probably
got
climate.
Nice parks and...
Good stuff. Good, fresh air. Ooh. Delicious. People do. They flock here to go see the parks and the lakes and the sweeping vistas surrounding the area.
Not windows vistas.
Nobody ever wanted to see that.
Train wreck.
Now, some people, they have grander schemes in mind, though. And, like protecting their sacred country or trying to make some money for themselves in the process while protecting their sacred country.
That's what capitalism is about.
Yeah.
Is that the American dream?
In fewer steps.
For some.
Well, the American dream is a lottery ticket, right? And that's pretty much what the American dream is boiled down to.
Right.
Now.
Yeah.
Right.
I would like to do nothing.
Yeah.
And get everything.
Right. I like to lose weight with just no
Can effort. I do nothing different?
No, just take a pill.
Yeah.
That's called drugs.
Ooh.
From American dream to American dystopia. Up next.
We're almost there.
Can't wait.
Now, in 2010, James Bolton, who preferred to go by Russell.
Yeah, it sounds tougher.
Sure.
James Russell or Russell Bolton?
Russell Bolton.
J.R. Bolton?
Right.
Probably trying to rustle up some cattle because he's so tough.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Russ. Hey, Russ.
You tough enough.
I mean, when you say Jim. Hey, Jim. Jimmy.
Oh, he didn't look. He hated Jim.
Yep.
He smacked the taste out of your mouth.
James is a good name. It's a fine name. Yeah. But James is a fine name. But Jim, though, I think Jim's just kind of chirpy. Kind of a, hey, Jim. Jim.
Well, that makes me think of The Office. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, right, Jim.
Hey, Jim, you goofy fuck. Why don't you go pick that shit up?
Blowing his cheeks out.
Yeah, just doing Jim face.
Now, Russell James, he was running for sheriff of Stevens County. And it was a pretty packed up event that year. 4 contenders fighting hard for this position. I mean, sounds like a good gig.
Yeah. I don't recall ever having to pick between 4 people for sheriff, but I don't know.
No,
4 people? I thought it was only 2 usually.
No,
maybe 3.
No, it could be as many. We have 21 Democratic presidential people, tossed their hat in so far. So
wow,
yeah,
how many? I need to get in there.
21 or 22, I think. 21, because Biden just announced his candidacy.
There was someone else recently. You were talking about de Blasio.
No, he's not running. He already said he's not running.
The butt guy?
Really?
Yeah.
Why is he the butt?
Mayor de Blasio of New York. The butt guy. Yeah.
Why is he the butt guy? He likes butts?
You mean Pete Buttigieg?
That's the guy.
Yeah. Buttigieg.
This is the butt guy.
Oh, Buttii.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Gae or IE.
Gieg, I believe.
Yeah.
Butt guy. It's also like, when you say that, it's also kind of like, okay, what are you saying it because he's gay too? Cause
I didn't get that memo. I just knew he was the
you didn't know he was a gay guy?
No.
He's the Democratic white conservative that's gay. So
it's really doubling down on that butt guy.
Like all the shit he spews is really conservative, but he's gay.
Oh, okay.
So let's.
Oh, so he's right of he's like just left of center.
He seems so. A lot of his view, like he has like views on vaccination that he said recently that are kind of weird. Like, oh well, if the state protects it, then sure, they don't need to get vaccinated. Like, oh.
No.
But then he spoke French when Notre Dame burned down. Like, ooh, great. And he's gay. Great.
Huh.
And his husband, tweets so much about him all the time. It's great.
Nice.
Whatever.
All right.
I need a hype man.
Yeah. I know a guy.
Ooh.
He does it for, like, lattes.
Just for butt stuff?
And butt stuff.
No, it sounds like you need a hip man.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. What are they called? Influencers? You need an influencer.
Oh, yeah.
Agent provocateur. That's what you need.
I mean, Russell didn't really need much of an influencer because his name was Russell. He called himself Russell.
Yeah.
Changed it up. He influenced his own name.
Nice.
Did it himself.
Yeah. Did it all for himself.
Didn't help, though, because he came in last.
Oh, wah.
Yeah. Got 13% of his write-in campaign.
Oh, poor bastard.
That seems pretty good for a write-in campaign.
Well, this is probably, the low turnout was probably due to support from ex-sheriff Richard Mack. You may remember him from the 90s. He was a right-wing activist. He was recruited by the NRA to sue the federal government when they enacted new gun restrictions.
Oh, pow.
Yeah. Real patriot here.
Yeah.
Now, Bolton, he never tried running for sheriff again, though. It's just not his bag.
Nah.
It's not my bag, baby.
It's okay. He decided to ensure the safety of his beloved Stevens County in another way, though.
How's that?
Started a militia.
Smart.
How else would you ensure the safety without being, an officer of the law?
Right.
Start a militia with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because militia got the right to bear arms and all that.
Right.
Jazz.
Rawr, arms.
Rawr.
Arms.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of a bear, so
Ooh.
check it out.
They'll take your arms.
I'm wearing a t-shirt. These arms are bare as hell right now.
Oh, shit. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Very white.
Thank you. Been working on that.
Working on that?
Yeah.
It's like milk. It's great.
Thank you. Wow. I just pour milk all over myself.
And roll in flour.
It's like powder almost. Like,
You gonna run in the field,
you run the field,
struck by lightning?
No,
and then
if I
burst
run
into a rainbow.
So what happens in that movie?
Turned it to a Starburst commercial. Skittles, yeah. Actually, that'd be a great Skittles commercial. Someone just running out in the field, and they're running, and they're chasing the rainbow, and it strikes them, and he turns into Skittles, and just bursts into rainbows of Skittles.
Just rain Skittles on everyone.
It turns into like butterfly Skittles.
Just that.
Just like
And so it's like, what just happened? Skittles.
about powder came up actually the other day. I was talking to a friend of mine, and there was a friend of ours. We called him Ghetto, and name was apt. He was a pretty ghetto guy.
Okay.
Just really in it for himself. He's just kind of prick, whatever. Saw a picture. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Saw a picture of him. He's about maybe 3 or 4 years older than me.
Okay.
Like, damn, man, he looks like he's 65.
Ooh.
Seriously.
Oh, does he have a hard life or just hard partying?
Yeah, he did. He
just
drank a lot and like
He just goes hard.
Yeah, just I don't know what he's doing now. Hopefully he's well. Hopefully he's doing okay.
We think of you, Ghetto.
Ghetto.
Shout out to Ghetto.
Yeah, if you hear this, hit me up, man.
Or anyone. info.weirdandweary.com.
I think we're like friends on BattleNet still.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Battle.
maybe after this he won't want to contact me, but a friend of mine, she says, like, God, he looks like a fat old powder. And I lost it. And I was like, oh my God, he's going to run through the I said he's going to run through the field, get hit in the chest by lightning, and blow up in a rainbow. And she said, what the fuck are you talking
I can
about?
see it now. He's taking his shirt off, running, arms flailing.
The white chest hair in the middle, the little scratch. That's what, because he was on vacation, it looked like he had a shirt like buttoned down to here.
Like a deep V.
Yeah, deep V with nothing underneath. Just
strong.
But he had like the scraggle of chest hair. Like,
Oh.
I have a, like I said, I'm a bear. I have a coat of fur on my chest. Like, it looks like a sweater from afar.
Oh.
This guy just had a little scrag.
Right, that's, same. It's got the scrag.
Lightning, target. That's what it
Sure.
But I said that to her. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you on drugs or whatever? Something like that. And I had to look it up to make sure that I didn't hallucinate the end of Powder. Spoilers to anyone that's never seen this.
I haven't seen it, but
yeah, he could like he was born of lightning. His mother was pregnant, gets hit by lightning,
Wow.
and then there's just a baby and like a shadow of a woman.
Ooh.
And he's a albino. You've seen what he looks like, right?
Sure, yeah.
Albino, no hair. And then he dresses like Michael Jackson later on in life.
why not?
And like he could make people feel things. Like a hunter shoots a deer,
Yeah.
and he touches the deer and he grabs the hunter and he makes the hunter feel the deer's death.
Ooh.
And the hunter like doesn't want to touch his gun again. It's one of those movies.
Huh.
But anyway, yeah, Powder.
Powder. All right, so now it's I know
One
it's the
half of
story
the-
of Michael Jackson.
That was one half of the Boondock Saints, if you ever seen that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was the not Norman Reedus dude.
The other guy.
Yeah.
Right,
Was it
Norman Reedus was-
Sean Patrick Flannery.
Flannery. And Norman Reedus was in that movie.
Okay.
He was the rainbow that blew up.
I believe you.
And then it drove away on a motorcycle.
It stared at you, the rainbow. And
Yeah.
it was,
Same hair, goatee and everything. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't age.
As far as I can tell, yeah, because I just started watching Blade 2.
Oh, right. He doesn't age.
Yeah, it doesn't age.
Yeah.
You know what? Remember I was telling you about the Near Dark remake, how they should do it? Maybe he should play Jesse. Norman Reedus.
Ooh.
He's busy.
Did you ever see Near Dark? We spoke about that, right? Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's the vampire movie that doesn't mention the word vampire at all.
Okay. Yeah, no, I didn't see it.
Reedus is pretty busy, though. He's got that game, Death Stranding.
Sure.
He's got
He's too busy reading.
T-Dub-D.
He has that. He has the motorcycle show, I think. I don't know. He's Norman Reedus. He's cool. So, Russ Bolton thought he was cool, too, starting this militia.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun to do with your friends.
Right.
You get together, have a few beers or whatever. You're like, you know what? We all have guns. We love Stevens County.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to protect it.
Stephen County loves us.
I mean, they don't love me enough to be the sheriff, but I'll show them. I'm Russell.
This is how it should have been, fellas.
And they describe themselves as a volunteer, independent body of God-fearing American citizens seeking to protect family and property and secure real American communities during the present insurgent political and social changes. That's a mouthful.
Ooh.
You know what it means?
Yeah. No, what's that?
Got all the means. All the memes and the means.
The end justifies it.
What it means is they're going to go to Walmart and just buy a bunch of ammo. That's what it means.
Smart.
Yep.
They don't have to wait. No waiting list, right?
I mean, I don't know what God has to do with it, but, he gets gods, they all get thrust into this mix. It's not fair.
Right.
It's not fair. Like, what, if God is around, he's just sitting there like, these people don't fear me. Jeez, liars,
Yeah, it's just
that's how he creates galaxies, right?
G-Man stuff.
The G-Man. But, yeah, so this is what they did. They decided that this is their motto. Longer than the police. Protect and serve. No. This is what we're going to do. We're going to make this, one long run-on sentence.
Yeah.
And it's going to mean a lot to us.
Right.
Anybody else who hears it, they're not really understand, because they're not in the militia anyway.
They're not Stephen County's people.
No.
They don't know nothing.
Well, he's lived here his whole life. He's not real Stevens County.
When I shouted Stevens County Assemble, he didn't show up, so he faked.
He didn't even know the code word.
S.C.A.T.
Well,
Scat.
Is that the code word?
That's what they should have done.
It is now.
Stevens County, what was it? Assembly team?
Yeah.
Scat.
Right now it's just ska.
Now the S.C.A., the Stevens County Assembly.
The T is silent.
If you didn't figure it out by now, heavy right wing. Okay, they leaned way right. I don't know if you guys really caught that at all.
No, I didn't. What?
I mean, just to clarify, they're completely right wing.
Yeah.
Militia.
Yeah.
Just putting it out there. And they had pages dedicated to counterintelligence and fighting the spread of socialism. In 2010, it was a big deal in Washington.
Yep.
It was a big deal in Washington and America as a whole, really. Everybody was just afraid of socialism.
Right. It was a big problem. They were like, Starbucks.
Yep. 9/11 happened. They're like, whoa, socialists. Shit.
Socialists
just changed the whole face of America again.
God damn it.
And also, you got to chalk in a bunch of those right-wing conspiracy theories.
Oh.
George. So maybe this is where some Soros stuff originated here in Stevens County.
Ooh.
Oh, like Mr. Jones and all of them?
Right. Like Soros is somehow some figurehead for whatever, the Illuminati shit or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. I saw him in Lord of the Rings, right? Soros?
Yeah, and QAnon was part of the whole, the fellowship, right? Yeah. Because the ring looked like a Q.
Right.
When the finger was in it, I guess.
QQ.
Oh, did you just pork chop me? Just give me you're going to punch me in the arm later?
Is that what that means?
No, if you do it down here.
Below the waist.
Below the waist.
Yeah. But if you don't look and break the circle.
Well, he looked.
I looked.
Later.
Make sure he brushes it off at the end.
Tonight,
You have to do the brush off. If he doesn't do the brush off, You get to punch him.
I don't know what any of this shit is.
You'll find out.
All right, can't wait.
You're going to be learned.
By the end of this episode.
All right. Now, I don't know if militia beat their members in, but that's kind of what I'm going to do to you later with this pork chop.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, so you looked again. He just looked again.
I can't resist it.
You're going to get both arms now.
It's going to be the gauntlet of pain.
Oh, it's going to be like Kung Pao, the fucking paralyzer.
So, I mean, that's another conspiracy theory right there. You know, just the paralyzer.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know if it is, but there's a lot of these weird, you know, like now especially, like if you look in the whole QAnon thing, that's just fucking crazy shit. You know, like how somebody on 4chan started some talk about how, you know, shit's gonna change and Trump's gonna do this and all these people are gonna get arrested on this day, and then it doesn't happen. They're like, oh, it didn't happen because it's part of Q's plan.
Ooh.
You know? He's delaying it. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is just some dude or some people who are just having a great fucking time with this whole Q thing. You know, I'm like, God, this is like the biggest, dumbest conspiracy shit.
It's like that joke on Reddit that spiraled out of control where the guy said the Queen of England's going to die one day on like a specific day.
Right.
All of a sudden his account just disappeared and everyone's like, oh my God, they got him.
Better watch for that date. And the date came and passed, right?
Oh yeah, that definitely happened. Like nothing happened there.
It's like those weird religious zealots. They're like, the world's gonna end because
Mayan.
of gay people on April 23rd of 2021, and then it comes and they're like, wait, I was wrong. I was looking at the wrong psalm. It was supposed to be looking at like Deuteronomy.
Right.
Deuteronomy.
There were less gay dudes than we thought. We're okay still for a little longer.
Right. We need like 4 more gay births, and then the asteroid's coming. Sorry.
Bob, that happened like 4 seconds ago. It happens.
Oh, no. Darn it.
Every 4 seconds, Bob.
Oh, the rumbling of the earth now.
It's like the Mayan calendar. People are like, oh, it ends on a certain date. What if like the civilization got wiped out before they can work on the next year?
Right. There could be a gamma ray burst. Just get really bright, and then everything, we're all gone.
Last person that dies like, oh, no calendar next year.
Except for the Hulk.
The Hulk will be
here.
fine, right?
Hulk will still be here.
Nice.
That'd be good. Now, on February 26th of this year, one of its members found a letter taped to the gate outside of outside of his girlfriend's home, and another copy of the same letter hung on a tree in his property. Now, the note claimed to be written by a Mexican cartel member, demanding payment of $10,000 in cash. The couple decided to solve this problem on their own, though. They hid a camera inside a mailbox where the payment was to be expected. Clever.
Nice.
Yeah, this is some this is paramilitary tactics, right?
Yeah, definitely. This is like Scooby-Doo level.
Yeah, sure. You know, you don't need guns all the time. The camera's kind of like a gun in itself. It shoots pictures.
Smart.
It shoots pictures back to your eyeball.
Yeah.
To the screen, to your eyes.
It shoots. So yeah, they set up this little camera mailbox, and the envelope filled with theft detection dye. And they waited nearby for the criminal to show up, take the package. Well, suspect pulled up in a white SUV, and when they discovered there wasn't any money in the mailbox, they sped off quickly, managed to evade the couple.
Dang it.
Damn. Like, all their tactics, all their planning just didn't help. Kind of makes me not feel really faithful about how they protect Stevens County. You know, they can't even, like, ambush somebody at the mailbox. What are they going to do if the socialists come?
That was dumb. They should have just gotten one of those trail cameras to put, like, once motion's detected, goes right up. You know,
well, no, they
right
keep
there.
those around the compound for the socialists, Mexicans, Muslims, and whoever else, whatever, you know.
That's a mouthful.
Well, there's a bigger list. I mean, it's just, I don't have time to really recite it all.
Right.
I respect that.
It's a heavy book. We have it over here. It's on the floor here. See it? It looks like a 1959 dictionary, but it's the militia handbook.
Oh, my
That's
God.
a team lift book.
Yeah.
That thing is thick.
Yeah. Kevin actually, being all swole,
Yeah.
carried it all the way inside.
That's that THCC.
Right.
Tick.
Right. It's new. You can only get it in
Tickman.
your weed legal states.
Yep.
THCC. It's like creatine and THC. You get strong and angry and stoned, and then you just kind of simmer down like a drugged out bull.
I like that.
It's good stuff.
It's like, is that why the Hulk is always green?
No, but I'm sure it's why John Belushi's dead. So, like, similar.
Oh, spoilers, I didn't get that far either.
What season of Game of Thrones is he on? I don't know, the Bumblebee episode, right?
I mean, it was really fucking dark, right? I couldn't see.
Oh my god, that was awful.
Where is John Belushi?
Oh, it's Jim Belushi. Crap.
Oh.
Jim Belushi in Red Heat.
Wait, was he in Red Heat?
That was with Schwarzenegger,
Oh,
wasn't it?
shit. When he had the slick back hair, right? That was I never saw that.
Wasn't that every Jim Belushi movie?
No, I mean,
Arnold.
Schwarzenegger, yeah, he had this. I just saw the promo.
He was from Moscow. Red Heat.
Wow, I never saw that. Was Baryshnikov in it?
What was that movie with Gregory Hines? Moscow
White
Nights?
Knights.
Was it White Nights?
We've talked about this one before, too. Bringing back all the old shit. I think it's like one of their very early episodes. That's almost, we're heading in that direction. Deception. Episode 30, Deception. All right. And yeah, so these guys, they couldn't catch the perps, you know.
Dang it. Parkoured right out of there.
Eventually they went to the police, though. And they let them know about this whole strange affair. And giving them the recording, it was too blurry, though. Couldn't exactly make out what type of vehicle it was. Yeah, so it was a white SUV, possibly Mexican. The SUV, I don't know about the driver. I mean, it's a Mexican cartel, I would imagine.
It's fucking dark. I couldn't see anything.
Thanks, HBO. Now, a couple of days later, though, a similar note was found by a nearby family. And although the stakes had been raised, the author now demanded a payment of $250,000 within 2 weeks.
Ooh, that's a hell of a step up from $10,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
That...
You had to make up for the people that didn't pay before.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's either pay up or the whole family be killed.
Ooh.
Including the extended family members out in California.
Oh,
Was that true? Did they know that they have family in California?
Hey, this is the Mexican cartel.
They know everything.
Damn. We don't even know the motive, though. You know, it's just like one day, like, you know what? Let's just fuck with we're the cartel. We're going to fuck this militia in Washington.
Yeah, we're going to go like 40 miles away from the Canadian border.
Right, from Mexico.
Yes.
Like, I mean, you know, we got ties some places.
Around.
I mean, I guess maybe the cartel has some Washington. I don't know.
It's a pincer attack.
They wanted to have flank. They wanted to have the flank to Mexico.
Right, so the
Pacific Crust Trail down.
Canadian Mexicans and the Mexican Mexicans and then the Mexican Americans. It's like a
Mexican sandwich.
Rise of the Triad again.
Ooh.
It's happening.
Oh, please don't stop.
It's happening.
No.
And Stevens County Assembly is here to protect us from it.
S.C.A.M.
That's what they do. That's what they do. That threat that I read about on 4chan.
Yep.
The triad of Mexican cartels, the Canadian Mexican connection. It's a thing. It's a
Canadian Mexican connection.
It's a hashtag. It's a parentheses. It's all that.
CMC.
Canadian
CMC Music Factory.
Dun,
Well,
dun, dun, dun.
now we know they're trying to undermine us through the music factory.
Now this was too this was too big for the militia members to handle on their own. This was too much.
Too hard to handle now.
Too much to deal with. That's a lot of money, and that's a lot of killing.
Yeah.
That's a lot of killing. I mean, that's a lot of family to kill.
Right. It's not just like the people on the property.
Right. And if you've ever seen like anything about the cartel, like the counselor, you know the cartel doesn't mess around in the movies.
Mm-mm.
And they probably don't really mess around in real life either, because, you know, it's a criminal empire. So, I'd imagine...
I think they're probably fine.
Yeah, you know. Can you just give me one more week? Mexican cartel?
Okay.
Okay, sure.
We're already giving you a week.
We you know what?
Got a week more you should be getting.
Take 2 more. We're just going to kill one family member and one extended. Just one for now.
And we're adding 50%.
Take out a policy. That's, you know...
Nice.
We're helping. We're the cartel.
We're going to wait 6 months to kill them. Just a heads up. That's when the policy kicks in.
Right. We don't want any, you know, we want our money. We don't want any, like, slowdown.
Right.
Invest it, please.
That's the long con. Smart. That way you guarantee they have the money.
triple triad indemnity. That's the clause that the Triple Mexican Cartel Organization socialists that were being protected from by the S.C.A.
Yes.
That's what they're trying to do. No, yeah, they went to the sheriff, though. These guys, this is way above their head. You don't want to fuck with the cartel too much.
Right.
Yeah. The sheriff quickly found out that both of the threatened families were part of the same militia, the S.C.A., the Stevens County Assembly.
Oh, they were being targeted.
Huh.
And they brought Russell in for questioning.
Well, yeah, he's
the
guy.
the leader.
Yeah.
He started all this. Now, throughout his interrogation, they determined one thing.
What's that?
That Russell is completely full of himself.
Cool, perfect.
He's super full of himself. He's a leader of militia. Of course he's going to be full of himself, you know?
Hey, guys, listen. Russell here. I'm a big deal.
You know, I ain't like that Koresh guy, okay? I'm a little more less Koresh than Koresh was, okay?
Yeah, that guy need to chill the fuck out.
I'm more crush my enemies.
Oh, God. The puns are killing.
Look, I love my guns and my militia. I ain't gonna Jonestown anything until you try to blow me up. That's really all, that's all I'm saying. Now, Russell claimed to have received his own death threat. And he said he's used to receiving threats. Of course, you're the leader.
Well, yeah.
His wife, kids, yeah.
He's
Sure.
tough. He's cool.
Siblings.
He's not
Makes
worried
sense.
about it. He gets it all the time. He's not worried about it. He doesn't care.
Everybody want to fuck with Russell.
Haters gonna hate.
That's how he spoke, too. Everyone wants to fuck with Russell.
Yeah, I imagine he talked about himself.
And then
in the
people
third
always
person.
get confused. Be like, you mean, wait a minute, who's Russell? Me, I'm Russell. Russell's Russell.
Russell.
Well, aside from being just Russell, he's also a Marine. He was he used to be a Marine.
Okay.
He's a private investigator. Okay. He worked at law enforcement agencies in North Carolina and Virginia.
That makes sense for a Washington man.
And now he's responsible for teaching hand-to-hand combat in his militia. I think it would be safe to say that he wears the American flag pants when he does it.
I was thinking, yeah, Rex.
Little Rex Kwando, little
Nice.
Bushido.
Yeah.
What was that movie? Or no, I think it was
Napoleon Dynamite.
No, I think it's the new series with Sacha Baron Cohen where he.
Oh yeah. Who is America?
Yeah, and he gets that guy to do the
Yes.
self. Did you see that, Kevin?
No.
Oh my god.
He has the guns for the tots, the kindergartens. He was talking. He had this guy up. He was like, what I want to do. He's supposed to be an Israeli guy. He's like, what I want to do is have the kindergarten. No, it wasn't an Israeli one, was it? Yeah, it was, because he had the guy. He's like, we train these kids from a young age. We have the kindergartners, and they have guns, and we train them, and they have these toys, and they look innocent, but they're actually guns. So they had the guy like, doing the thing with the gun, trying to be like a spokesperson for it. It's ridiculous.
And then they had a representative. I forget the state, and I forget the idiot's name.
I think it was North Carolina.
North Carolina, yeah, and he's just like, when your attacker's coming at you,
or they're trying to take you away or something. Yeah,
the Muslim men are afraid of homosexual sex, so you pull your pants down and you chase him with your ass. And he's doing this. He's pulling his pants down. Yeah. And he's like, when your attacker comes at you, shout out the most offensive thing you could say to them. And he's like, N-word, 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 N-word. And the guy's like, no, that's wrong. He's
like, no, that's just racist.
So that's the kind of self-defense I'd imagine Russell teaching in those satin American pants.
Ugh.
That's the other thing. Like, why is it these militia people, these right-wingers, like these America lovers? I love America. I'm not going to say I hate America, but I'm not like that detached from reality where I'm going to put a fucking American flag, jacket on, or like wear a suit with my liner being the American flag. I mean, that's kind of like disrespectful. You're not supposed to wear the flag.
That's like
desecration.
in that kind of
yeah, that's actually in the flag code. You're not supposed to have any clothing made of it.
Right.
Yeah.
the flag pin is even something you're supposed to kind of earn being a representative of the United States. You
Right.
know, it's
I earned it on Amazon Prime.
right. You know, yeah, I could buy a whole fucking clutch of them and throw them at people, but I mean,
It's a knockoff, son.
it's like the pride is lost, but they talk about such like seething, hateful pride that they have, you know, and it's like, yeah, but you're like wearing the, you know, like American flag shirt with a middle finger skull and snakes coming out of its ass, you know, and it's like,
Well, I saw someone's shirt at a game that said, you know, you stomp on my flag, I'll stomp on you. And it's like, oh, no, I'll stomp on your ass. That's
Ooh.
it. Stomp on my flag, I'll stomp on your ass. I'm like, wow, that's...
or, I don't know if
violent.
it's a real trend, but it's like, I drink beer, I like motorcycles, I was born in July, you know, and it's like, well, who cares when you were born, you know, and I love America, so fuck you, you know, that's really,
Yeah. Well, he's got to let you know his horoscope while he's in there.
right.
Yeah.
Right. This is what Facebook's all about, like those old friends that just kind of go to the wayside, and you're just like, wow, they're really sharing these dumb shirts that they're going to order. That's amazing, yeah.
I wonder how many of the people that back the independence and everything realized what we were being, like that we were a colony. I wonder how many people really know that, understand that.
Very low percent, I'm sure.
What was your independence from? Monarchy, communism. That wasn't that big a problem.
Socialism.
The gays.
Now, Russell a tough guy. We know this.
Hmm.
We know.
Yeah.
Because he does hand-to-hand, teaches it.
Everybody knows he's a tough guy.
He was a Marine.
That's why he gets death threats.
Marines are tough.
Yeah.
Marines are the toughest. Sorry. I've been taught this. Marines are the toughest. You know.
They're the best around.
They are some tough sons of bitches.
They are. They are. I know quite a few Marines.
Sons and daughters.
They're very, very tough individuals.
Mm.
But maybe not as tough as Russell, because he'd tell you he's tougher, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Full of himself.
Like, I was a Marine, but I'm tougher than 8 Marines.
I want Super Saiyan Marine.
Right. And that's what he does. He just throws that gel in his hair.
I want S.S.A.M.
I'm the jarriest of jarheads.
Now, a couple weeks later, after the interrogations and little investigation, Bolton claimed that he was getting a whole new set of threats like that, too.
Oh, jeez.
And suddenly, he was scared. All of a sudden, he
All
was
of a sudden.
scared. Like, any average Joe could send you something like, hey, fuck you, you weird right-winger.
Yeah.
You know? But, no, this is the cartel.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yes, the cartel. He's scared now because really, that's a big entity to go against with your little militia. You know, you could protect Stevens County, but you're not going to be able to protect yourselves and all the cartel
Right.
because they're just going to, like I said, it's 3,
It's the
the triad,
trifecta.
trifecta of of Mexico. This guy doesn't scare. This guy doesn't scare easy, Russell. So this is probably, the cops are like, oh, he's so full of himself.
Yeah.
Now he's shitting himself. Yeah, this must be.
This time, it's serious.
Seriously scary.
He claimed to get some threatening emails also, but when he was asked to produce them, he quickly stated that his computer was subsequently hacked and viruses destroyed it.
God damn it. Cartel classic moves.
Yeah.
Did you turn it off and on again?
Or, it could have been the community militia computer and somebody was being naughty.
Ooh.
You get a lot of viruses from some of those sites.
Right.
BigTits.exe.
Yeah, you run that, share it with everyone, email it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. He also claimed, though, that he had been run off the road by a red pickup truck that had covered all of its identifying features with cardboard.
Oh, damn it.
With cardboard.
That's brilliant. I'm just going to start driving around like that. Just like my taillights, my license plate, my headlights. Just cardboard that shit right up.
Windshield with just a little bit of view.
Right, like Mad Max.
Smart.
Just the slit, the driving slit.
That way.
Those weird panel windows that roll.
Right.
They just open.
Yeah, if
all you
anybody
need.
tries to get you, they'll be like, damn it, I wish I could ever find that cardboard machine again.
You need the good cardboard, though. You need like those big Gaylords like that hold the watermelons.
What did you just call me?
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend the militia. The militia of one that you got over there.
I have an idea. You could just put like string on Velcro in the cardboard, and when you're done, you just whoosh, come in through the windows, roll up the windows. Yeah.
Could be onto something.
Like Duca Hazard it through the
Be
window.
like something like a parachute ripcord. Be like, all right.
Or you could just replace all the metal in the car with cardboard. You can go really, really fucking fast until the wind blows.
I'm
or
putting
you
the
get hit.
car in cardboard.
Hey, man, I'm going to Swede my car.
Or the exhaust just makes you catch on fire. I don't know. Something.
Yeah.
It's like those...
gets rid of the evidence.
Well, did you ever see those boat races? I forget what they do. They make them out of like milk cartons. They make the boats out of...
oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you make your car out of cardboard.
They don't get at them, do they? They just...
No, they get in them, they float, and they have like a little race.
And then
Whoever can get across,
They all just kind of fall apart. And
generally, one or two will make it across. But, some that get like grand, like giant fucking, milk carton boats, and then they...
No, I was just thinking it'd be really cool to have a whole bunch of like smaller dogs with life preserver things on in the boats, and they're racing and just controlled environment. Just like little dogs that are trained, and like maybe they'll know to lean and shit.
I just thought of a better idea: a vest with small dogs in it.
Okay.
And they just swim around, and you're just floating in the middle of them all.
The doggy paddle vest.
Yes,
Smart.
You're just going in fucking circles like a bumper boat.
Okay.
But small dogs.
So it's like Pigeon Man from Harold, but with dogs instead.
Right.
Okay.
It sounds like horrible animal abuse, but I think the dogs and I would have fun.
That's fine, as long as everybody's having a good time.
Right. If I notice somebody drowning, I just, because they're small,
right,
hold them up.
Dude, just get an above ground pool for where you're at with the 4 dogs.
Yeah. I still have too many dogs.
You can have 2 of them.
Well, I have 2 larger and 2 small, so, like, I guess it would balance out.
No, you have the 2 bigs and the 2 smalls.
Right. Well, one's a hound. She has she's a water dog. She has the webbed feet, but one's a pug. The other's a chug. I don't know. I don't like a pug. I don't think pugs are very water.
No, and then she'll have the water in her ears.
I mean, she's shaped right now. She is shaped like a canned ham.
Okay.
Or like a big canned ham,
like a rum ham.
Yeah,
I see where this is going.
Yep.
Yeah, she's thick.
She's a thick, like a spiral ham, spiral cut ham, even more salty.
It's like a big sack of potatoes compressed down into one.
I call her the potato.
Potato.
Yeah.
Like a fat potato. Nice.
Pugnacious.
Fatalope. Smallrus.
Notorious PUG.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, her name is Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Right.
So we call her the Notorious RBG.
Right.
Or Ruru Kazoo. I could just go on for days. I just making them all up. So.
They're all fake.
Well, speaking of fake, about a week after all of this, with Russell James Bolton, the detective from the sheriff's office was informed that Bolton had attempted to kill a militia member.
Whoops.
Now, generally, should be none of the law's business, whoever kills who in a militia. I mean, come on. Goes against the whole point.
Yeah, we'll be judged by tribunal inside.
Exactly. That's the way it should be.
The elders shall get together.
But, no, James, he shoved a man down a flight of stairs, and he caused a big gash on his head when he hit the bottom of the stairs.
For shame, Russell.
Then he tried to suffocate him with a plastic bag. He probably didn't want him to lose any blood, really. I don't think it was suffocation. He was just like, here, let me put this over your head.
Here, let me hold all your blood for you.
Right. And if you breathe your blood back in...
Smart.
Yeah.
It's like recycling.
Yeah.
Recycling.
Good stuff. He's a smart guy. Militia guy. He's done hand-to-hand combat. He knows things.
He knows what he's up to.
But he gave up. He gave up, and he broke down. It's... yeah, I don't know what his combat experience was as a Marine, if he even really was a Marine, but if he ever saw any real combat or killed anyone. But, that act of killing someone is I mean, it's not something anybody can do, It's,
Maybe, hear me out, maybe he was trying to kill the guy, but he trained him so well in hand-to-hand combat he couldn't do it anymore. He taught him all his tricks. It's like fighting himself.
Wow. Okay.
All right, Gemini man.
Like, he tongue-punched a hole in the bag.
Yeah.
You'll never get me, And then...
I knew it. This is just like Kung Pao again with the little tongue thing.
That's funny. That reminds me of an episode of Barry.
I haven't watched any.
Me neither.
Season 2. It's a good Bill Hader's awesome.
And
the last episode I watched last night was really interesting. He directed it.
Henry Winkler too, right?
Yep, Henry Winkler's in it. Yep. Stephen Root.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay. Good cast. Good cast. So, yeah, he couldn't do it. He couldn't kill the guy. I mean, because either he couldn't do it emotionally or, like you said, Kevin, this guy fought him off really well.
Maybe.
And I hope he did tongue punch a hole in the bag, just to show him what kind of bullshit. Like, you really think you're going to take me out with the old suffocate, throw me down the stairs, gash my head, and put a bag over my head trick? You told us to defend that day one. I've been sharpening my tongue to punch holes in things for months, Russ.
You think they were like punching fists and stuff? They let go up and they're just like blocking at the same time, punching fists at the same time.
Well,
am I telegraphing? No, you taught me well.
Punching
master.
tongues.
Ooh,
punching tongues. Something I did a lot in high school.
Tongue punch.
Tongue punch.
Tongue punch the firebox.
Yes.
Tongue punch man.
Well, Russell, he explained to this guy that his wife and kid have been kidnapped by some criminal organization.
It's always the same bullshit.
They were also demanding a $100,000 payment for their return.
Oh, they would. They brought it back down.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe they made a good investment somewhere along the way.
Someone else fell for it.
Well, Russell,
got him.
Aside from having, leadership skills, great fighting prowess,
bow staff skills,
great self-esteem. He also has a golden fucking tongue because he he must have explained it in a very convincing way. Because the man believed him. It could have also been blood loss and concussion.
He's like, yeah, sounds reasonable.
Okay. Like Pineapple Express there, what's his name? Danny McBride's character, at the end, he's like, I'm going to pass out now. Oh, no, I'm good. Yeah, like, that's how he would say anything of that. You'd sign off whatever you want. I mean, I don't know.
What's Danny up to lately? I still haven't watched Eastbound and Down.
Oh, that's a shame. That was pretty funny. It was like the last good thing Will Ferrell did.
It's too many things, man. There's not enough time.
Too many cooks.
Too many. Oh, that's good stuff. Yeah, that was weird. That was very weird. Now, after convincing this guy of this tale, which is a little different than we told the police.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, the cartel.
Yeah.
Now it's just some criminal organization.
Right.
I couldn't think of a good one off the top of my head.
That's because they're so secretive.
Ooh. They took his family. I mean, that's why I'm trying to kill you, buddy. We're a team. We're the assembly. And, I didn't mean to try to kill you. I'm just so worked up about my family being kidnapped. So
we're S.C.A.M.
S.C.A.M for life.
And that's what S.C.A.M people do. If you're really worked up and you're anxious about something, you try to kill someone and don't kill them.
Right.
Let them live enough to tell them your sad story.
Just so you pay attention to me.
And this militia member, he closed out his stocks and withdrawed all the money. So he probably got a nice penalty from that.
Ooh.
And, gave him the money. And Bolton had sent a couple strange emails to the man, coaxing him along, begging him to be discreet, and telling him the organization was calling him every day and following him every time he left the house.
Ooh, they got aggressive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're pros. This is, like the militia guys, he's been doing this for, a little bit. But these guys, they got their shit down, apparently. They know what's going on.
Where's my money?
Where's my money at? Where's my 100,000?
Where's my 100 large?
And even before giving him the money, Bolton then claimed that they had already released his wife, but were still demanding the payment. And he claimed that they stopped by to rough him up. But of course, in true Russell Bolton fashion, he was way tougher than them.
Tough enough.
And he was okay this time. He took him off. He just fended him off. It's good.
Like gnats.
Now, once Bolton, who got his wife and kids back, received this $100,000 payment, even though he got his wife and kids back, he just disappeared. Gone. His wife and kids are still there. No, they're gone too. Detective found out that he drives a 2013 white Ford Edge, which could have been the same exact vehicle that was caught on blurry tape by the other 2 militia members.
I thought that was cartel.
Well, I'm not saying that, Russell is Mexican, but he could play one on TV.
Ooh.
Yes.
No, you can't mishear me. I said Darnell. I'm waiting to pay back Darnell.
And as of today, there's a nationwide arrest warrant that's been issued for James Bolton, a.k.a. Russell, who is still at large.
Ooh.
Still at large. That, it's just his militia guy. Just taking the beating.
Oh, this...
Yeah, okay. Hey, now, I'm going to stop hitting you. Just tell you, my wife and kid... Shh. Stop crying.
Stop crying. Stop bleeding so loud.
That's it. I'm getting the bag. I'm getting the fuck.
Shut up.
This is taking too long. This is my reenact. This is taking too long. You know what? I'm going to stop. You didn't tongue punch the bag. You're a failure. My wife and kids, they're in distress. I need 100,000. And it kicks him in the head.
Yeah.
Right in the gash. For added flavor.
Right.
100. This guy's just out of it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Sound investment.
Selling my Microsoft stock now. I don't know, man. It's shit like this. I don't understand the militia mentality. I don't know. Like,
isn't it more groupthink than anything? You just you get across an agenda, turn it into propaganda, get people like-minded. You say certain things, get them, hook them in, and then you totally change your flow and your words later.
So like religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you look on like the Wayback Machine, you can look up some of his old posts and stuff on there. And he does start out and he's like, "Oh, things are kind of weird in the country." And then like later on he's like, "Islams and gays are coming in and they're going to steal our flags and just set them on fire."
Of course they are.
Yep.
I'm looking out the window right now.
Oh shit.
There are 4 Islamic, gay, black, Mexican, Chinese, Jew, white guys.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you've got a good eye.
Well, their mothers were whores. They're out there burning the flags right now. Wow. And, they just made an upside-down cross out of children's bones. Now, like, scam, this is an extreme type of scam. Where he basically...
it's not a scam.
Sorry. This is an extreme measure he did. Blowing his leadership out of proportion and, trying to kill a guy.
Mm-hmm.
But it reminds me of, like, these 411 scams. You ever heard of these?
No.
411 scams. Like the Nigerian email is a 411 scam.
Okay. All right.
There's a website, though. It's like 411.org, where it showcases a lot of these scams, and some people will, like, draw them out.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, one guy got money from one of them. He's like, hey... the email, the typical one, send us 1,000, we'll send you 13 million or whatever.
Sure.
The guy's like, hey, I want to send you 1,000, but I need 100 to send $1,000 to you.
Smart.
The guy's like, yeah, okay, no problem. Next day, error. Him 5 $20 bills. And the guy's like, his document pictures of all this. And,
yeah.
And he's like, first off, none of this money I kept. I donated all this money, back to different causes, to thwart stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up, like, pulling it off, or, like, he got, like, a few $100 from them before they, like, started threatening him, said they were going to come and kill him, until he sent the money back. And, of course, nobody ever did that. But the one I love the most is, guy gets the email, same bullshit, send me X, we'll send you millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's like, oh, yeah, I am totally on board with this. This money will help my church succeed finally, but I'm only going to do it if I know that you're a follower.
Okay.
We're the church of the circled breast. Or I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was like the circled breast. and he starts sending this person like these old like religious frescoes, like these old fresco paintings of like different thing, like Jesus or Joan of Arc or whatever, and he took the MS Paint spray paint, and spray painted like a circle around like the left breast, the right breast of every person in these, and he's like, as you can see, there's a historical meaning behind the circle of the breast, blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. He gets an email back of this portly little Nigerian guy who's holding up a sign with like Church of the Sacred, breast or something, and he'd taken like house paint and painted a circle over his breast.
Jackass.
And the guy just kept going on. He's like, well, okay, I see you're a faithful member, but do you have more members in your because I want to make sure that this money's going to the right congregation,
right?
And this guy worked as hard as he could. He even started making his own pictures of different, circle-breasted stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy, the extreme. Like, sending your mark money to get more money is just crazy to me, But this guy said, well, okay, in order for me to send that $10,000, I need $100 to send it.
Right.
And then they send him the $20 bills, like, it's just, they're so willing to make that any kind, because they're getting 100% profit no matter what, so $100 is still a drop in the bucket.
Send me that money back, man.
Send it back, send me these crisp 20s that they're probably just made, I'm sure.
Another one is the One Ring robocall. It's coming from area code 222, which is based out by Nigeria, I believe. It goes out to Mauritania, and then some from 232, which is Sierra Leone. Mm-hmm. So if you call that number back, it charges like a 1-900 number. Okay. And you get charged an exorbitant amount of money that goes to the scammer. Oh. So basically you're calling their switchboard, their exchange, like a 900 number.
Yeah. I need that phone number.
1-900.
Yeah, like if you want to call me, pay me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's the only way I'm going to pick up.
If you're looking for me, call this number.
Smart.
111-511-1111.
But yeah, this is crazy. This I don't know. I don't see how far you can get on $100,000 trying to hide, from a nationwide manhunt. In a sense, I don't know if they're really looking that hard for this guy.
Right.
Go to another country where that money can be like
Canada. That's 50 miles away. You just go through the woods, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe he'll go there and start telling them that Americans are coming.
Watch out, they're coming for the oil sand. The Americans.
Need to start a new Canadian militia up here.
Now that the Muslims took over America, all of them coming to Canada for use. I think that's how Russell would talk.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Like a lip full of whatever, Kodiak. Wintergreen Kodiak. Chaw.
Yeah.
Watch, one day you're going to say Russell was right.
You can still see his video on YouTube when he was trying to run for sheriff in 2010.
Sheriff.
Must be brilliant, too.
Yeah.
Brilliant. With his values.
Right.
His private investigation skills. And his time in the Corps.
Yeah, well, you can tell he's fancy. He's wearing a suit in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, I've seen that porn, too.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I hope it was a light color.
Shake that bear.
Shake that bear.
Hope it was a light-colored suit. Check for ticks.
Look, they gave Obama so much shit for wearing that tan suit. They never wear a tan suit. Yeah, cream, that's cool. But tan, come on. Nobody likes tan. No beige.
Gray.
Beige.
Some nice gray.
Why do you want to wear beige? Why do you want to wear, like, white Caucasian skin tone on your clothing? What the fuck is wrong with you?
You ain't Harry Belafonte, motherfucker. Take that shit off.
Only he could pull it off.
Sidney Poitier, yeah.
And then when he pulled the jacket off, he had the merengue ruffles on his fucking arms. Like they were just his arms were merengue ruffles. Like it was a skin defect, but
not meringue. Merengue.
Nah, it's too late. I'm already thinking his arms out here looking like cookies.
It's kind of, it's those peaks. It's, but yeah, it's like a series of ruffles. It's beautiful.
It's just biceps look like.
It's like the Seinfeld ruffled shirt.
It's what your arms are going to look like after we get you for those pork chops.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
On that note, I'm going to just warm up my fists a little bit.
All right.
Punch my hand into my other hand like this,
Yeah.
menacingly,
Right.
to show Kevin what happens when you look at the pork chop.
One of my girls, she's done that, playing, messing around, but sometimes she's looked serious. Mm-hmm. She's like done that with her sister, just looking at her doing that. But I draw the line at the neck cut thing. She did that one time.
Oh, that's too far.
Well, that's because you let them watch Bloodsport. And you know what?
No, it was Enter the Dragon.
And one pushed the other through the wall that one time.
Oh, down
That
the
was fucking
stairs.
baller right there. I mean, they could have got hurt really bad, but yeah, a little fight. Pushed her. I mean, you remember Lee's old place going down the basement? There was like the 4 steps. Going, yeah, pushed her right down there. She went right through the wall.
Boom.
Oh, no, her head hit the wall.
Oh, okay.
It was
Made a big hole.
Made a big ass hole, man. That was a little head and shoulders. A little head and shoulders and a little bit of back.
I was flipping out.
I believe it.
It was. I wasn't there. I just saw the aftermath.
All I heard was boom, 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 bam. Ah! Ah!
Or that one time when I was sitting with them and one of them bit the other one, and I was like,
Strong.
like the one who got bit's crying, and I'm like, why'd you bite her so hard? Why'd you bite her at all?
Yeah.
She looks at me, and you know who I'm talking about. She looks at me, and she's like, yeah, I bit her, and I'm not naughty. I'm not bad. And I was like, okay. All right, you want to watch Frozen?
Can't argue with that.
I'm not naughty.
I'm not bad. I'm like, whoa, shit, yes you are. Oh my God. Yes you
Hey,
are.
Lee, you got a problem, homie.
This is your kid, Lee. Actually, I might have her do the pork chop damage for me.
All right. You outsourcing it?
Yeah, and it's cheap because I could just let her borrow a video game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you're a Street Fighter. You can learn a lot.
You'll learn much, kid.
Well, yeah. So be good to yourselves. Be good to everyone.
Wait.
Wait,
I don't know if you guys noticed this, but if you take the first letter of Stevens County Assembly Militia,
Scam.
Wait a minute.
wah wah.
Oh,
no.
wow.
Oh,
It's
no.
right in front of our face the whole
The
time.
whole fucking time.
I was saying scat.
We've been duped again. We've been duped again.
Yes.
And our accredited sources are the National Enquirer. And actually, our sources are the spokesman.com. The story about the warrant issued for Russell.
Yep. Yeah, I think he's got like 6 or 8 charges or something. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's quite a few.
Yeah.
It's a good amount.
And Chihuahua Independent.
The former sheriff candidate charged with extortion. Not a scam. What he did wasn't a scam. His crimes are not a scam, but this whole militia's a fucking scam. One of these guys are just sitting there now like, do we keep protecting?
I mean, the website's taken down now for sure.
But do we keep protecting?
Yeah, I don't know if they're still having meetings or something.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd hope there's some de facto guy, stepping up for Stevens County. They need protection from socialists.
Well, yeah, probably.
Represent.
The last meeting I could find took place in a senior citizen's home, so.
Well, that's probably how old they are now.
Probably a Lions.
That's probably all they all were to begin with.
Rotary Club.
But don't start a militia. Be good to yourselves. Be good to everyone. Just don't hoard guns and start thinking you need to protect anything other than yourselves. You don't need to protect a county. There's a lot of county to protect.
Yeah.
We got bears and shit. We got police, I guess. I don't know. But just,
We've got 4 people trying to be sheriff in this one county. I think we probably got pretty good police protection.
I would say.
Yeah.
I would say. Or maybe not. Maybe that's why there were so many. Maybe they just wanted to change.
Ooh.
They should have split it up into 4.
Just 4 sheriffs?
4 sheriffs.
And like
Nice.
one
the 4
is
kingdoms.
she's the sheriff.
Like Charlie's Angels.
No, that was an actual show with Suzanne Summers. She's the sheriff. Patrick Duffy. Patrick Duffy.
1 season, 2 seasons.
I don't know. It's probably still going for all we know. Hallmark Channel, maybe?
Isn't Patrick Duffy dead?
I don't know. You're the one who loves him.
I think Bobby Ewing dead.
Don't start a militia, though.
No scams, please.
No scams. And don't throw people downstairs for money, because it usually ends up with them dying and you go to prison.
Right.
Yeah.
Prison's not fun.
Unless they really trust you. And they're in the same militia, then throw people down the stairs. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it was a trust fall gone wrong.
Should be.
It's all a misunderstanding.
Trust falls.
Well, yeah. Yeah, crazy. I don't know. It's a crazy story. But I'm Jason.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Lee.
And we're the Weird and the Weary. Catch us online. www.weirdandweary.com, Twitter, Instagram. If you have any things you want to share with us, info@weirdandweary.com. I'm gonna go check out these burned flags by the gay militants that are taking over. I can smell the flag burning in the air.
No, it's just burnt hot dog. Pass.
The fly's face.
I'm just going to keep looking out for that forward edge.
JKL Media.
Jekyll.